Okay, introducing you to the mini arcade cabs that the Impact Gamers have made. The first one is sort of a MIDI-sized cabinet that's got MCR for My Chemical Romance on it and a symbol off one of their albums. It's black and white controls, and it measures about 80 centimeters tall and also about 36 centimeters deep by 38 centimeters wide. It's also got a DVD drive access in it, and we'll turn it on in a bit when we turn them on. This one is a blue one with Pac-Man stickers on the side. It's got the standard Impact Gamers colours, pink for player 1, blue for player 2. This one is much shorter, just under about 48 centimetres, and it's about 50 centimetres deep and about 40 centimetres wide as well. Next one along, a silver one, and that's width is 40 centimetres. Its height is about 62 centimetres, and it has black controls with some stickers for the colouring for the Impact Gamers. And the final one is a Minions one, set in a box. This one's quite sturdy, 62 high and about 50 centimetres by 35 centimetres. And yeah, like it's very. This one's made out of quite thick wood all the way around, very sturdy board, and also the same controls as the standard Impact Gamers. The power button for the My Chemical Romance machine is actually on its side, just below the spider's leg. Some USB ports there. That starts it up. The same for the blue one for the Pac-Man machine. There's a power button on the side to start it up. The silver one here, the power button's actually round the back, just here. And for the mini one, same, it's just at the bottom. So here they are turned on. So the black My Chemical Romance one, it's got speakers inbuilt in on the monitor, which can be accessed through a hole here so that you can change the volume. It's the blue Pac-Man one. This has speakers. These are just inside the case. They're not in the monitor. This silver one doesn't have any speakers at the moment, but you could just plug in PC speakers. This white Minion one has the same monitor with volume, just as the My Chemical Romance one, but you can adjust the volume in the corner. For access panels, if you want to change anything on the PCs in there, there's 4 screws on the My Chemical Romance one, and the front panel comes off, and it's very easy access. On the blue one, it's quite stiff, but you can rotate the monitor around, and then you can access the computer from there. On the silver one, there's a front access panel with 4 screws in again. It's a bit tighter access on this one. And then on the Minions one, there's a front panel here, which is hinged at this point. So once you've taken out the screws, you can lift up to access the PC there. Round the back, on the back of the My Chemical Romance one, there's access to the extra ports, the LAN card, etc. The blue one hasn't got any of those access. You have to go through the top. The silver one has got some USB slots accessible, but that's it. And then on the Minions one, you've got access to everything. Extra USB, you've got access to LAN and to sound. Looking at the systems that are running on there, the My Chemical Romance one is running Windows XP Service Pack 3. It's a Pentium D CPU, 3 GHz with 2 GB of RAM. The Pac-Man one's running Windows XP Media Center 2002 Service Pack 3, running a Intel Celeron at 2 GHz, an E1400, and it's got 2 GB of RAM. The silver one's running Windows Vista Home Premium, Intel Celeron E1400, 2 GHz, the same as the one next to it as the blue Pac-Man one, with 2 GB of RAM, 64-bit operating system. And then the Minions one is running Intel Pentium CPU, 3 GHz and 2 GB of RAM. It's the same as the My Chemical Romance one, but this time it's running Windows 7 Professional. Sorry, Windows 7 Professional on this one. And so when you turn them on, they all automatically boot from the memory stick. They automatically boot and then load off the memory stick the arcade games. And to shut them down, it's just a case of it soft powers off when you push the power supply on them. Push the power button even on them, and it turns off normally so it doesn't damage the hard disk or anything. All of them got 1 or 2 scuffs on them. All of them are homemade, bear that in mind. There's one dead pixel I'm aware of on the Minions machine, but it doesn't ruin the fun of playing. And there's sort of one blemish on here on the smoothness of the grey vinyl and a scratch. But if you want to tinker with them, if you want to support Impact Gamers, if you want to use them to create your own games and then play on them, or if you want to install other software and use them, all the joysticks work as a standard joypad controller. So Windows just recognises them as joypad 1 and joypad 2 on the left and the right. Okay, any questions, let us know. I believe they'll all be pat tested, but I can't guarantee any software stability or any lastingness of hardware. But yeah, I'll definitely help you out if you end up with one of them and want to make any changes.